again, so the Spanish-American War was a turning point in American foreign policy. See it on the review sheet? First one. Yeah, okay. So it says, step away from foreign policy of isolationism. Remember, before the Spanish-American War, we had not fought a war outside of our country since the Mexican-American War, 1846. We went right into the Civil War at that point, and after the Civil War, remember we talked about that period of isolationism when we were rebuilding, the light of Reconstruction. We didn't have a lot of money. We were industrializing. So there were a lot more issues we had to contend with than going out and taking over other countries at that point. Now, with the Spanish-American War, and what started that Spanish-American War? Yeah, the explosion of the USS Maine. Good. So with that, we get involved in the Spanish-American War, and that really is our first time of being involved in war with another country since that Mexican-American War. So we increased our naval budget. Remember, we had the Great White Fleet that went sailing around the world. Remember that? Okay. So we also have the Roosevelt Corollary, which you wrote about today, and that was just attached to that Monroe Doctrine. Okay. And then, of course, the increase in colonization, because after the Spanish-American War, we had the Philippines and Puerto Rico, we had Cuba, and Guam. Those were the four big ones after the war. And then you can see we added a few others. Don't forget, we annexed Hawaii. We bought Alaska. So we start purchasing different areas. And then, of course, dollar diplomacy. That comes in a little later. What I don't want on your essay is just you throwing that stuff out there. Pick a couple that you know a lot about and tell me about them. All right? Just look two that you really know something about. Just don't laundry list all of these ideas and then tell me nothing. Okay? I need to know what you know about these items and how they correlate to the question. Okay? Next question that I think would probably be a good one for the test. What were the major issues of the 1896 election, and why did McKinley win, and what were the long-term effects after? I've shortened the question up here, but it is on your sheet. Which one is it on the review sheet? 4. Number 4. All right, so remember the big issue here is with gold and silver, farmers, populist party, right? The gold bugs, the wealthy, the bankers, they wanted to keep gold, which would have deflation because prices would be low, little money in circulation, but it would be very valuable. The farmers were in debt. Remember, when farmers are in debt, they wanted to use silver, which would increase the prices of goods. So we get inflation. There were 2 people running for office. You had William Jennings Bryan and you had McKinley. Okay, remember William Jennings Bryan? He supported the populace, those farmers who wanted silver. He did the Cross of Gold speech. Remember, do not press down on laborers. The crown of thorns. Do not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold. Okay, so that was William Jennings Bryan pushing for that silver standard, supporting those populists. They were also trying to get those Eastern factory workers by saying, hey, let's do an 8-hour workday. Well, by the time the election rolls around, McKinley wins because he gets the votes of those Eastern workers, right? William Jennings Bryan was not able to get the votes of those workers. What is the effect of this? Well, for 16 years, we've now had a Republican in office. Okay? The candidates realize that when they're running for an election, they need to focus on the cities, not the farmers. The cities have more people. Okay? The farmers is just a very small group. And then, of course, the Gold Standard Act of 1900. Okay, gold would back their currency. Well, the last one is that big comprehensive question, right? And it goes through the entire unit. So it goes back to the first part of the Unit 4 test that we took a couple weeks ago. It says to what extent Unit 4 exemplifies its title, Forging an Industrial Society. Remember industrialization, factories, machines. These start to replace workers. And our workers are immigrants. Remember, we had new immigrants. We had old immigrants. which all leads to those labor unions because of industrialization, because of forging that industrial society, which all leads to imperialism. We increase farming, we